Come on, Toby, jump in.
Marcus Bontempelli, the victorious skipper, and Toby Greene as well. Toby, how was that experience? You seem to love the biff, you love the heat and the feeling in that game.
No, it was great fun. It was on there, and WA pretty sharp as well. I thought they were sensational, and we were able to respond when we got momentum, and hopefully everyone had enjoyed watching it.
What was it like to lead the big V out? There's been many great captains, including Gaz back in the day. Oh, sorry, I forgot about that.
Lead into that.
What was it like?
It was awesome. It's funny because you are captaining a team that every player knows what they're doing, and some blokes captain their own football club. So, if anything, that meant the pressure was off a little bit. And I think Scotty set the tone and Gaz set the tone with the way that we wanted the game to be played, is just sort of trust each other. No one needed to do any more than the other bloke, and just sort of let your talents come to the fore. So, I think the game was played in such good spirit. It was awesome.
Did you feel it out there? You played a lot of footy both here. Did the quality at times, from our point of view, was breathtaking. You just looked at it and you couldn't help but smile. Did you feel that like that out there?
Well, I thought playing ahead of the footy, as soon as we broke a tackle and got a handball chain, it was pretty electric. Bontempelli to Dacos, who's given it to Caleb Sarong. Like it's if you make a mistake, you got punished. That was for sure. I thought it was that midfield craft was pretty special to lead to.
It was pretty good intensity, wasn't it?
It was. There was good pressure in the game at times. It is the first proper, game for everyone too. So at times it might have looked a bit scratchy, but I think that's fair at this time of year. But then at other times it just looked absolutely crisp. So that's probably what you come to expect. But when you talk about intent and feeling, there was plenty of that. And I think the crowd did a great job of making it so.
Yeah.
Especially when the WA boys started to come. We had to really knuckle down as the Vicks boys and just get back on top. So I think that momentum is what made the game feel real for sure.
Well, there was a bit of feeling there, Tobe, so you wouldn't have minded that when the bit of feeling come into the game.
Well, I think me and Zachy Butters knew our role on the team, mate. And it was 60,000 against you. It was good fun, and WA certainly brought it. It was a great game of footy, and that's what you want. You want a bit of feeling, and you want it to everyone to have a crack, and exactly what we got.
What about Zach though? Because he was right in the thick of it, especially late on with Tommy Barris.
He's great to play with. He's good fun. I imagine he's great to watch as well. But and then when he gets the footy, he's pretty special. So no, it's certainly good fun playing with a lot of those guys.
I'm not talking out of school, but we had a look at the team and we had a little chat with Tobe before he got on the bus, and there might have been a magnet move. There was a little early magnet move to make sure the man was there when the ball was bounced, given the frame of mind he was in beforehand, which was fantastic. So what do you hope going forward? So the whole footy world had to, fair enough, sit back and say, you show us it's fair, you show that this is genuine. I think that's all been ticked. What do you hope going forward for you from a player's point of view?
Oh, we hope this is the start of something, and I think as guys had said all the way through from a media perspective, we wore that like a badge of honour. We wore our jumpers with pride and as an opportunity to set this thing up for real and to last from a longevity perspective. I understand it went away for a period of time for different reasons, but as you said, and as Toby's probably alluded to, the players want to do this. And the players, I feel like, went all in on this one, and hopefully the people, the fans, the AFL invested and supported us by doing it, put a lot of resources behind it. And I should say, both teams had amazing support from a number of different clubs. The whole league probably donated staff and people to make it all happen. And I didn't get a chance to say it out there, but I really should have. Thank you to all the support staff who got us up, who just jumped in for a great experience, but also to make sure it happened. And we couldn't have done it without yourself, Gaz, on both sides. There was just an amazing input from lots of people.
Really well said. You're in the post-30 stage of your footy career, you had, we just kept asking, how's Toby? A little bit of a niggle. Giants, understandably, are saying we're going to be a bit cautious, but you were bloody adamant that you're playing.
Oh, yeah, well, when you get to play with the calibre of guys and, playing a spectacle like this, the way I looked at it, I would rather play this than a practice game, that's for sure. Like, it was unreal, and, I sort of had to make sure everything went right from Christmas, but it did, and Kingers was fully supportive, and the club knew that if I got through and ticked everything off, I was good to go, and was texting Jez every week as well, and how you going? And he's shattered. He didn't get to play, but hopefully we're running it back next year somewhere, and I'll be doing everything I can to make sure I get there.
Awesome, boys.
Yeah, I think you've won everyone over with today's performance. So go and enjoy it. Thanks so much, Toby and Marcus.
Well done, boys. Very
proud. To the absolute superstars of Team Victoria tonight. We can move back towards the pod. What about you two?
I'm out.
No, you're in for one because I want your opinion on something. I think I know what you'll say.
Not much longer though.
But do you think?
Let's have a beer. crowning.
You do. Do you think this needs to be every year for it to carry this momentum rather than the once every 3 years, which has kind of been tossed up?
Oh, it's a great way to start the season, a great way to launch the season, I think. So we've seen, obviously, other sports have, rugby league's gone to Vegas. I think this could be our launch. So this could just build some momentum going into opening round. Certainly if it's going to be played at that intensity now, whether it turns into Vic versus South Australia next year or they just retain Victoria WA, whatever it turns out to be, I think that when the Victorians travel, when the AFL can take it on the road and showcase it, especially with played at that level, I think it's a fantastic concept every year.
Do you think it has to be every year, Gaz?
Yeah, look, I always thought that probably every second year initially, but I think tonight it presents a fantastic case to do exactly that. And I know South Australia were filthy that they weren't involved, but they're getting a good look around, gather round, and you can put together a great Allies team somewhere down the track. The Indigenous All-Star team fits into all of this at some stage as well. So, yeah, I think they'll debrief really well. I know I just spoke to Glenn Jakovich out on the ground, and you know what he's like. He said, I want a rematch. I need the rematch next year.
Well, he's going to get sacked. WA have lost 7 in a row, guys, so he'll go.
Well, they couldn't have been, I thought, not being condescending, I couldn't have been more impressed with what they put out there. So, yeah, the powers will be to sit down and we'll work it out.
I think you've earned a drink and go
Starting to sweat it
celebrate
up.
with the
Come on, mate,
team.
get over there.